Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Wir sind hier auf dieser exklusiven Party, zu der wir definitiv eingeladen wurden. Oh, okay.
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Oha. Wie hat diese Person uns so schnell erkannt?
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
Huh. You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. A time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
Ich weiß, dass Sherlock Holmes im Original tatsächlich, Haschisch? Nee. Heroin. Jetzt. Ist Haschisch Heroin? Egal. Heroinsüchtig war. Ja. Opium? Ja. Egal, auf jeden Fall heftig nach irgendeinem Rauschmittel süchtig. Aber ich bin froh, dass hier beide Optionen das Ganze ablehnen. Deswegen, das wäre fahrlässig. Es wäre nicht sinnlos, weil ich glaube schon, dass es was bringen könnte, aber es wäre fahrlässig, definitiv.
My mind is my most valuable asset and a finely tuned instrument I will not risk impeding its function. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
Ich möchte das Getränk untersuchen. Ja, untersuchen. Analysieren. Chemisch, nicht trinken. Ich habe aber Angst, dass wenn ich diese Option wähle, dass das dann trinkt. Deswegen, ich brauche es nicht.
I am perfectly capable of coping with myself without medical assistance.
Then I shall press you on it no further. But please, do not refuse my gift. Take it with you, as a souvenir of this special night.
Souvenir of what, exactly? But, all right, if only to put the matter to bed.
And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
Es wird immer weirder. Habe ich den Schlüssel jetzt schon? Das ist, ja, okay. Ein Schlüssel zum Altarraum des Manchios Anwesens. Okay. Hinter der Bibliothek hat er gemeint. Ah, da wahrscheinlich. What the... Okay, dann mal rein ins Vergnügen. Deswegen also Opferlamm. Alles klar.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
Whole time? Müsste ich den erkennen? Ach verdammt, ich wünschte, ich hätte nicht so eine lange Pause gemacht zwischendurch.
A blunt-force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage. This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood. The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart. This crude tattoo partially covers a slave branding.
Oh. Okay. Also nicht okay, aber... Mhm. Ich würde gerne an der Wand auch noch untersuchen, aber das kann ich nicht. Gut, dann... Was gibt's hier?
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it. He died right here.
Mhm. Okay, ich kriege hier gerade so ein bisschen... Werner, du hast dich aber echt angeschlichen. Ich kriege hier gerade so ein bisschen Sherlock Holmes and The Awakened oder irgendwie sowas. Vibes. Das war auch sehr creepy und hatte auch so... Ja, ich will nicht satanistische Rituale sagen, weil das klingt immer so abwertend, aber auch mit so okkulten Sachen. Und im Hauptmenü von Chapter 1 ist seit einiger Zeit die Werbung für das Remake von The Awakened, heißt es, glaube ich. Wo sie das halt mit dem jungen Sherlock nochmal neu machen möchten. Und ist das hier gerade so der Übergang?
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony. The herbs here are Salvia This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly.
Gibt's hier irgendwas hier hinten? Ja.
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
Eine Gerte? Mhm.
Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
Das ist alles, was ihm dazu einfällt. Okay.
An open wound spoiled the carpet.
Nicht, dass hier jemand raucht? Okay. Die Steuerung in diesem Ding ist so weird. Ah, da.
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not so sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
Okay, das heißt, wie heißt das Opfer? Fabio? Nee. Wurde niedergeschlagen mit der Weinflasche und dann auf dem Altar geopfert. Klingt nicht so gut, ne? Also ungesund, würde ich mal behaupten. Okay, das pinne ich mir mal an. Und dann frage ich mal, was denn der gute Werner davon weiß.
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Then pull yourself together, Werner. What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere. Often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death.
Das ist halt echt... Er hat uns das Kostüm geschickt. Also, wenn ich es richtig verstanden habe, ist der Mord passiert, während er als Gast hier auf dieser Party war. Hat uns dann schnell eine Einladung geschickt und das Kostüm. Und daraufhin hat Sherlock erstmal ein Jahr lang nichts gemacht. Und als er dann was gemacht hat, hat er erstmal alles andere gemacht. Kann man sich nicht ausdenken.
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Huh. Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
Filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Okay.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
Ich wollte gerade fragen, was für eine nackte Frau, aber eben die, die er erwähnt hat. Ich dachte jetzt, da liegt noch irgendwo eine nackte Frau rum und ich habe sie einfach übersehen oder so. Und ich finde es auch sehr cool, dass er die roten Wangen kommentiert, weil wir eine Maske aufhaben.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
Okay, ja, ich nehme jetzt immer mal, wenn ich kann, kann ich nicht, okay. Ich wollte gerade mal die Maske abnehmen, weil das Spiel ja irgendwie davon ausgeht, dass ich sie nicht trage. Egal. Gut, was müssen wir denn jetzt noch machen? Hier, die Raucherlounge. Okay.
A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. A bloody handprint on an armchair. The wounded person was here for some time. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
Okay. Und jetzt? Das hatte ich ja noch nie, dass ich hier überhaupt keinen Hinweis habe. Gedankenspiele. Genau, dann muss ich hier rein. Okay. Umstände von Fabius Tod. Er starb auf dem Altar. Ja, wurde während eines okkulten Rituals geopfert. Ich wollte hier rüber. Gut, das hat mir jetzt nicht wirklich geholfen.
You've got a lot to do, Sherlock.
Ah, ja klar, die wollte ich mir vorhin angucken und
The
konnte
sign
nicht.
reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars.
Umkleideraum. Halleluja, ist ja richtig groß hier. For my Fabio.
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio. Manchos.
Okay. Na, also doch.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me.
Aber er ist von Fabio.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio.
Und natürlich sehe ich den nur von der einen Seite aus und von der anderen nicht. Mhm. Na, hier hat der Controller gerade angezeigt, aber offenbar nicht.
Would you recognize me in one of these? I suppose not.
Okay, noch mehr. Mr. Manchios Mitteilung. Ignorieren Sie nicht die Gäste, Matista, und hören Sie auf, damit Sie zu langweilen. Sie wollen nichts über Ihren Unsinn wissen, sondern hören, wie wundervoll Sie sind und wie freizügig Sie ihnen gegenüber sein können. Ihre Aufgabe lautet, die Gäste zufriedenzustellen und das Leben zu feiern. Vergessen Sie nicht, jeder Gast zahlt eine beträchtliche Summe, um in Ihrer Gesellschaft zu sein.
How can anyone accept such behavior?
This is a different ritual.
Ich fand Anweisungen für eine Art Ritual, die mit einer Mitteilung von Mr. Manchios beginnen. Lesen Sie diesen Text und merken Sie sich den Ablauf. Manchios. Die nackte Frau ist auf dem Altar in Blüten gebettet. Sie symbolisiert Gaia, die Mutter Erde. Derjenige, der das Ritual leitet, reibt ihren Körper mit Öl ein, um ihre innere Fruchtbarkeit zu erwecken. Die Teilnehmer sollten hier anfangen zu singen und nach dem Mann rufen, der Gaia zu befriedigen vermag. Dann betritt der Mann, der das Prinzip des Lebens repräsentiert, die Bühne und beginnt den Geschlechtsakt mit der Frau. Das klingt, bis auf den letzten Schritt, der halt hier fehlt, klingt es so wie das, was Werner uns beschrieben hat.
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal. The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it.
Ah,
Blood
Blut.
clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
Blutklümpchen? Okay.
Identical to the robes the guests are wearing. Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
Oh, blutige Klamotten.
Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps, perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
Okay. Ups. Fliegt John da gerade? Ah, ne, er balanciert. Okay. Würde ich sagen, machen wir die Rekonstruktion beim nächsten Mal. Und ja, ich bin gespannt, was hier passiert ist. Hoffentlich erfahren wir es. Danke fürs Zusehen. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.